wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. So first of all, I would like to greet Miss Shahara as our lecturer for the ESP course, and then hello to all my classmates. Today I'm going to explain the summary of the study that has been conducted. So let's get started. Okay, let's discuss the first study entitled Needs Analysis and ESP Course Design, a case study of the Institute of Nutrition, Food and Agro-Food Technologies. So the first study was conducted by Lamia and Mehta in 2022. It was a qualitative research focusing on ESP needs analysis and course design at the Institute of Nutrition, Food and Agro-Food Technologies. The participants were 12 doctoral students and 10 subject teachers, and then the data were collected through 2 questionnaires for both groups. The results showed that students had positive attitudes towards ESP, but they faced difficulties in speaking and writing. And then both students and teachers suggested longer course hours, and it more focused on technical vocabulary and the use of authentic materials. Next, the second study, entitled A Needs Analysis of ESP in Textile Engineering Profession in Ethiopian Context. So the second study by Meldanit Belachu used a mixed method approach to investigate ESP needs in the Ethiopian textile industry. It involved 156 workers and 8 managers from 6 textile companies. The data were collected through questionnaires and semi-structured interviews. The findings revealed that English was highly used in professional communication, especially in speaking and writing. However, many graduates lack communication proficiency, showing the need for ESP curriculum that integrates real workplace context. Okay, let's move on to the third study entitled Needs Analysis on English Language Use by Hotel Staff in Bandung. So, this third study by Alfian Azariamin was published in 2021, and this study was a quantitative research focusing on English language use among hotel staff in Bandung. It involved 27 employees from various hotel departments, and then the data were collected using online questionnaires via Google Form. The results showed that English was considered very important in the hospitality industry, with speaking identified as the most essential skill. The main problems included nervousness, and then a lack of vocabulary and difficulty of understanding foreign accents. The study suggested providing more conversation practice and hospitality-specific vocabulary training. The first study, entitled ESP Course Design for Indonesian Hotel Industry Need Analysis by Yuyut Triguntoro, was published in 2021. This study employs a qualitative design to explore ESP course design for hotel staff in Malang. It involved 3 front desk staff members and 1 hotel manager. The data were collected through structured interviews and participant observation. So the results showed that staff had difficulties in speaking and listening, especially with foreign accents. They expected an ESP course focusing on pronunciation and speaking practice, with flexible schedules to fit their long working hours. The fifth study by Fajariantika and colleagues, entitled Need Analysis of English for Specific Purposes at Food Beverage Emersia Hotel, Bandar Lampung, was published in 2020. And then it used a qualitative approach to identify ESP needs of food and beverage staff at Emersia Hotel in Bandar Lampung. 5 senior staff members participated in semi-structured interviews. And then the findings revealed that speaking and listening were the most crucial skills for daily guest interactions. However, employees often struggled with accents and limited vocabulary. And then they expected more training sessions, focused on speaking and listening practice to better handle international guests. Next, the sixth study by LD Dian Hidayat, entitled ESP Needs Analysis for Marketing Students in an Indonesian Vocational School, Insights from Strategy Analysis, was published on 2024 and applied a mixed method approach to analyze ESP needs of marketing students at a vocational school in Indonesia. 50 students participated by filling out an outline questionnaires. And then the results showed that students prefer topics like product management and marketing strategy. Group work and presentations were their favorite learning methods, and their main motivation in learning English was to communicate fluently and prepare for future careers in marketing. Next, the seventh study conducted by Yuriatsan Jubari and colleagues, entitled Needs Analysis in English for Specific Purposes, or ESP, for nursing students, was published on 2022 and used a qualitative design focusing on nursing students' ESP needs. It involved students, lecturers, and stakeholders from multinational companies. Data were collected using questionnaires based on established ESP frameworks. And then the results showed that reading was the strongest skill, while speaking and writing still needed improvement. And then all respondents emphasized the need for medical-related ESP materials to support effective communication in healthcare settings. The eighth study by Budi Eko Pranoto, entitled A Need Analysis of ESP for Physical Education Students in Indonesia, was published on 2022 and used a mixed method research design to analyze ESP needs among physical education students in Indonesia. It involved 50 students and 10 lecturers from two different universities. Questionnaires and interviews were used to collect data, and the result showed that students were weakest in speaking and listening, but stronger in reading and writing. Both students and lecturers agreed that ESP topics should include teaching instruction and English for sports journalism. Next, the study by Muhammad Ali Akbaria and Mahnas Bugayeri, entitled A Needs Analysis Approach to ESP Design in Iranian Context, was published on 2014, used a quantitative research. It involved 49 architecture students and 72 graduates. Data were gathered through questionnaire analyzed using SPSS. The study found that reading and writing were the most important skills, followed by speaking and listening. However, many participants were dissatisfied with the existing ESP courses because they were too short and lacked relevant content. The study suggested revising ESP materials to better match students' professional needs. And then the last study by Chin-Ling Lee, entitled Principles and Practices of ESP Course Design, a case study of a University of Science and Technology, was published on 2016. It used a quantitative approach to explore ESP course design at a university in Taiwan. It involved 257 third-year students from different majors and English proficiency levels. A questionnaire using a 5-point Likert scale was used for data collection. The findings revealed that listening was the most important skills, and then followed by writing, reading, and speaking. Students with higher proficiency level showed greater interest in learning ESP because overall, most students agreed that ESP courses were beneficial for their future careers.